Okay, so here we are. Um, and this is the third tutorial, and this is going to look a little bit different because basically what we're going to do is we're going to kind of take it a little bit one step further. The couple videos that we did before were basically us just putting together a simple layout in OBS, working with Photoshop a little bit. Now we're going to take it to the next level a little bit, I guess you could say, with Streamlabs OBS, which this one is primarily for like video game streaming, Twitch, YouTube, that sort of thing. So we're gonna explore that a little bit. We're gonna add a little bit extra. We're gonna add a little bit extra to the one we're already working on. We're going to import the OBS stuff that we had into Streamlabs OBS. And we're going to do that right now. So this is basically Streamlabs OBS that you're seeing here. Pretty much the exact same kind of setup that we had. Basically over here, you got your you won't see the top bar from OBS anymore. That's all like in the settings. And then to add new scenes, you're gonna just go here. So it's kind of a little bit different, kind of not. You still have your mixer, still have your record buttons, still have your sources, still have that, still have your main window. It's not too much different. You have like a little mini feed here, which is kind of neat for doing that. But you can figure out how to work OBS and do all this stuff. This is just the main stuff that I'm doing. You can do all the bells and whistles on other tutorials. So what we're gonna do is let's bring in the ice cat thing that we had. So how I did that is I went to manage all, and then of course I'm going to import from OBS. When I hit that, it'll search for it, and I can import it from OBS. So this is the one we're working on. So I clicked on that. I clicked done, which means that now we have that in here. Then I just switched over to that, to the DAH IceCat 79. So now it's all in here. We can go back, make sure it looks good. That's good. That's good. Everything's great. So we wanted to add a chat here. So this is a little bit different, as I had said. So we're going to add a source up over here. You still have the plus and the minus and the grouping. So that's kind of still familiar to you. Toggle selective recording. I haven't messed with that, so I don't know what that is. But now you're going to have tons of widgets over here. Whereas normal OBS would just kind of have this basic stuff. Streamlabs OBS has this stuff. And you can hook this up through your Twitch account. And you can have all these different things. So I'm just going to choose chat box, and you can see this will include your chat into your system. So if you're Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, or Facebook chat, so we're just going to hit add source, and I'm just going to leave it as chat box. And here you can add and edit the visuals and that sort of thing. This is how I'm just going to leave mine. I think that looks completely fine with me. I don't really see any need to have anything different. And we'll you can choose different things here. You can do clean. I think that's what yeah, clean is pretty nice. I like that. Even though I like boxed a little bit more. Boxed is a little bit nicer, it's a little bit cleaner. But I'm gonna do clean. And we'll just go with OK. So I'm going to make this chat bigger. I don't want to make it fluid. There we go. So I'm going to make it really big, like that. At least as big as a tiger. We'll move it a little bit over here. So it just kind of surrounds the tiger. That's pretty sweet. So now if we go to the chat, and I think I can chat in this. Of course, my chat is currently offline. so it's not gonna let me chat in it. But if I had the chat here, it'd be showing. Which kind of sucks that it's offline, but it's no big deal. I think we can test the widgets. No, it's not doing it. It's alright, no biggie. Just believe me, the chat will show up. So we're going to add that to our in-game too, but we're going to make it a little bit smaller. So we're just going to do another plus here. And I'm just going to call this the chat box 2. Where'd that go? Chat box, there it is. And yeah, we'll just add the same chat box, and we should be able to just place that right in here. So that'll be where the chat is when we're playing a game. I don't know if I want it to be super big like that, but I want it to be visible. I'm just gonna go like, probably like that. That'll be good. And that chat box isn't gonna be on all the time. So we're going to just keep it off for now. And then in our break, we definitely want to have a chat box. So let's add that into here. And it's the same chat box. So we're going to add that source. We're going to put the chat box kind of right here. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to nudge it a little bit, just so it's not right on the edge. That's pretty good. So we're gonna keep that there. And then I'm gonna add a webcam into this, just because if I want to put on the webcam, I can. So we'll do that. And I'm gonna have to, I kind of want to change it, but I probably won't. We'll go like this. We'll get it down to where we want it to be. I'm gonna go like that, probably. Put that right over here, kind of in the middle, I guess. And then we'll add the chat box around it, so it'll be an image. There it is, image. And it's gonna be, I'm gonna do something new, so we'll call this break. Call it that, add source, browse to find it, and I think I'm just gonna go with this one because it doesn't really matter. Let's do this one. Now we can't see it. Why can't we see it? Well, that's interesting. Let's fit it to the screen. Well, that's very interesting. It didn't load that image for us. There we go. No, I don't think it is loading it, is it? Nope, it doesn't want to use it. I don't know where it is. Maybe it's giving us crap here too? Well, that's very, very strange. Will it load anything else up? Nope. Just doesn't like that, huh? That's really strange. Well, I guess that doesn't really need to have a webcam on it, so we'll just leave it off, because it's being a pain in the ass. And then this, obviously, we want to have our chat box on here too. Add that, add, and add that. And I'm going to make it big. Make it real big. And that. Move it down just a hair. So we got our chat box there, that's cool. And I think that about does it for that stuff. What I want to try and do is let's see if we can make well, let's make it so that we can switch scenes with this ending or this break scene, because we said we were going to add music, so let's add that. So I have a music loop that I just found, actually that I made through this app called Music Maker Jam. You can download it through like the Windows App Store or whatever, and it's just like a looping thing. It has a bunch of samples that you can loop together. So I made this this cool sample for hold music, and it's just kind of like a jazzy midnight easygoing song. So with this we're going to add a media source, and it lists all the different type of media that you can use. You'll see that you can use MP3, so you can use music. So that's what I'm going to do, but you can also put a video in there if you want, or something else. If you're going to put a video in for like your break screen to just play like an ad or something, make sure you have a lot of computing power to do it. But I'm just going to add an MP3, so we'll call this hold music. And I'm going to hit add source. I'm going to find my hold music, which I don't know where it is. So I'm putting this on the other screen. You're not going to be able to see this right now. Oh, where is it? Music loops, there we go. Midnight Jazz, that's what I called it. Alright, so we got my file up here. I'm going to loop the file so that plays over and over and over. Restart playback when the source becomes active. Yes, that's what I want. And then show nothing when playback ends. I guess that's fine. I'm just going to leave all the rest and hit done. So now, if we do this, it should be playing hold music. Which it's not. I don't know why it's doing all sorts of weird, funky things, but it is. Loop file, local file, we got it. I think jazz, that's done. Let's make sure our desktop audio is working. I'm just gonna... Yeah, that's working. It might just be being a pain in the ass right now that it doesn't work, but it does work. I've done it many times. I don't know why it doesn't work. Alright, well, that should turn on then whenever we go to this. But I don't know why it's not. I wish it would, so I can show you that it works, but whatever. No biggie. So now we got that. When we switch to this, it'll turn on. But like I said, I wanted to have something so if I'm in a game, I can just hit a button and it switches to that. So you can actually set up shortcuts like you do with a control paste and control C to copy, control V to paste, but with the scenes as well. So we'll just do that. We'll go to settings. Let me bring this back to here so you can see what we're doing. We'll go to settings, and in here we have, what is it, hotkeys is what it's called. So in your hotkeys, this is basically going to tell you you can set up a hotkey. Hotkey is basically, the way to think about it is you're pressing a key or a combination of keys to do something. So if you want to start streaming and you wanted that to be the R button, you would hit R and it would start streaming. Then you could put R in here again to have it stop recording. So you could turn it on and off, that sort of thing. But you can do this for each of the scenes. So in our break scene, we want our hold music to be on. First, let's do this. Switch to scene is going to be, let's just say I hit the number, I'm trying to think what, I'm going to hit control and 1. So control and 1. So now when I hit control and 1, it's going to switch to this scene no matter where I am. So I should just hit done. So let's say right now I'm in game, so if I hit control 1, it'll switch to that, and then let's add another hotkey so it's hotkey so it switches back to this in game. So we're going to go back to hotkeys, and I'm going to go to in game. So here's in game, and I want to switch back to that scene. So if I hit control 1 on that one, so now if I hit control 1, it'll switch to that. Hit control 1 again. Nope, it doesn't. Well, that doesn't work now, does it? So we're not going to do that. So it's probably better just to have this be control 2. There you go. So now you can switch back to having that. Actually, control 1 would probably want to be beginning, control 2, control 3, control 4, just to make it kind of easy that way. And you know what else I just noticed is that it's been showing on that the whole time when I could just be doing this. Makes it a lot easier to see. Anyway, this didn't turn out to be as good as I wanted it to, but you got some little extra things in here. Kind of show you guys what you can do. You can play around with the options. I'm not going to go too far into the options, but now we have basically our beginning. We have our end game, break, ending, and then you can add a bunch of different stuff if you wanted to. Yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.